All right, it's been years since I've been meaning to watch the ping pong anime, but finally got the manga volumes. I read halfway through volume two last year at a library because they only had volume two. And ever since then, I've been wanting to get the first volume so I could actually finish the story correctly. So I've been reading through the first volume. I'm halfway through it now, and so far it's super good. Like the pacing of everything is so like you can't even tell you're reading. Like it feels like you're watching an anime. Like you're going through each panel, and it's just like you feel all the energy and excitement and just like stress, and it's just insane. You know, like who would have thought like an anime about ping pong or a manga about ping pong? And the art style is so sick. It's not your generic anime art style. It's like pretty crude and it's not super tidy, which I really like. It's a lot of emotion and fluidity, and the panels look insane. I'll show off some panels just so you could see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's about these two boys. They're ping pong players. One of them is just like naturally talented, while the other one is like, I don't know, I can't remember if he's naturally talented or he just starts playing ping pong and starts playing it so much, but he doesn't really care to play ping pong. So far, from what I'm understanding, he just plays ping pong to fill the time, while the other one wants to be like the best ever. And the one that is very like naturally gifted, he's cocky, and the other one is very timid. But you come to find out he wants to be more of a ping pong player. I think he wants to actually be the best or win. And yeah, the timid one looks up to the more naturally gifted kid, and you just see their story as that happens. I think they're in middle school or high school when it starts. I think they're in high school, and in volume two, I forget if they're still in high school because I read it so long ago. It's been months, but yeah, if you want to read something really good or watch something really good, ping pong. It's really dope. I think this is the same person that did what is that one? Tech on Concrete. That anime. Or I think it's a movie. Yeah, anime movie. Yeah, that's what I've been reading. That's my little update on my little book recommendations. I don't read novels and stuff. I just read manga. I mean, if I'm reading. Or photography books or something. This is how I get my fiction fix. So a few days ago, I planned on selling my PC. So I reset everything. Brand new PC, completely wiped everything, wiped the internal hard drive, wiped the boot drive, and didn't end up selling it. And now I have to re-download all my programs. The thing is, I lost my cracked Adobe programs. So I don't have Photoshop anymore, I don't have Illustrator, don't have InDesign, don't have Premiere. So I've been editing off my broken MacBook. So anytime I want to edit a video, I just put my PC to sleep, put the MacBook, plug it in through HDMI since the screen is broken and it doesn't work, and then I'll edit off the DaVinci Resolve on my MacBook. Plus, it's just way faster. I feel like it renders videos faster. It just lets me play through the videos quicker, and it's like no stutters or anything. So, been enjoying that. It just sucks that the screen is broken. For my zines and stuff, I made them all in InDesign, and I'm thinking I might have to use Affinity Publisher. I think that's what it's called, because I bought the Affinity programs last year in like summertime or maybe before summer, and I just never got around to learning how to use them just because I'm so ingrained into Adobe. But I need to push past that since I don't have them anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to try to re-download them just because it's such a hassle to like figure out how to get the cracked versions. Yeah, I'm not really a sailor anymore. But yeah, got to figure out how to use Publisher so I can start adding these sketches to a new zine. I don't know if I mentioned in previous videos, but I was working on a 2024 sketch recap or like a sketch compilation like I did for 2023. But I'm not sure if I want to do it anymore because when I'm going back to look through all the drawings I did in Clip Studio, there's not a lot of good sketches that I like. I didn't sketch as much as I wanted to, and I didn't mix it up. There's a lot of character sketches. I mean, I have a few like background sketches where I just like look at a reference photo and then like try to sketch it to the best of my ability. But yeah, I think I'm gonna push that back and not release it as a sketch compilation. It's this one right here. It's the Conflicted Copy Collection of Sketches 2024. And going through it and looking at it, this mock-up zine, it's not too interesting. Yeah, I feel like it's not worth the money. The content's not there. So gonna push this back a bit. Release it as like its own like illustration sketch zine. And a big thing that was bugging me, it's the same dude, but the big thing that was bugging me is that a lot of my stuff I've moved away from doing like finalized pieces, and it was like 2 years ago when I felt this feeling of like drawing, like cleaning up my art and making it look very like anime was my big thing. Anime and manga like have always been my biggest inspirations. So the way you see a lot of artists like Takashi Obata, he has very clean lines. Everything looks really nice. That was like a huge aspiration I was trying to strive for. But I figured for me, it didn't work. I didn't like the whole process. It was a little irritating, and nothing I made felt right. Like, it looked nice, but I just didn't like how it felt. Like, it just didn't feel like me. So recently I've been feeling, man, I really like how my sketches look, and I like the sketchy look to it, and I like the whole process and the feel and the vibe of everything. So in the previous video yesterday, I drew these characters, but instead of like cleaning up the lines, I just traced over the sketch a bit to keep that like looseness, and then filling it in with the black of the pen. And I don't know, I feel like I'm liking that a lot. I don't know if it'll transfer over to like other stuff that I do. Like, this is just a sketch, and I'm not really doing thick, bold lines like these ones. So if I ever do thick, bold line outlines and stuff, I'm gonna go with this style. And I know it's not super commercial, so I don't think I can really market this as like, oh yeah, this is something you can buy and it looks like a finished piece, unless you want to go, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I can just do whatever I want. But in my head, for some reason, it's like, oh, this is not commercial. Like, no one's gonna want to buy sketchy looking art. But this is what I like right now, so I'm gonna be sticking with it and probably develop my style as much as I can with this little technique of just like cleaning up my sketches just a bit to where they're like presentable and not looking too crazy, but they still have that feel and that vibe that I'm going for. And for the coloring, I've just been doing lasso tool, so then you can see the darker colors in the sketch line work pop out. So there's this part on the pants, it's like a dark navy blue, but the outline is not darker than blue. So then you see the blue in the black, which is kind of sick. I like how it looks. Yeah, that's just where my head is at for like sketching and drawing and stuff. And the new sketch zine is going to be pushed back because I just don't have enough artwork that I like. Like, some of these are really cool, but a lot of these are just like whatever sketches. And it'd be cool if I filled up with more whatever sketches, just so the pages aren't so blank, because I feel like I'm not providing enough value to charge $10+ for that. Yeah, but I feel like these are good additions, and I'm gonna keep doing stuff in this vein because there are a couple old sketches that I have on my computer, or not sketches, but designs that I have that I wanna redo in this style. But before that happens, I gotta figure out how to use Adobe, or not Adobe, but Publisher, Affinity Publisher. So this is one of those sketches where I've been struggling with the style. I've been doing like really thin line, sketchy line, but with that new art style I'm trying to go for, I think like a really thick outline that looks really sketchy would work for this one. And I need to figure out what kind of character I want to make, because right now he's just wearing like a button-up collared shirt and like some slacks. I don't think that fits his like character, what I'm trying to do, because he also had like a little cap with horns. So I need to look up some references to see if I can like come up with something better. because right now it's not working. It's not working for me.